Hello everyone, we are going to see about HTML forms. Forms are used to collect user input on a web page. Now I am going to show you how to create a form. To create a form, we want to use a form attribute and we want to give an action where when I click on submit, where it wants to go. So that I'm going to create a submit form. And in the form, we want to put a label in the for. Now I'm going to create a username. So I'm going to give a username in the for, and we want to give an input for my form, and I'm going to give a type as text because name is a text, right? So that we are going to give a text as type, and I'm going to give a name as username, and I'm going to give a placeholder, to tell the user what to write in the field. So that I'm giving placeholder. Same like that, I'm going to create a email and password. Here I am going to change the for to email and a value also to email. And for the input, the text type, we want to change text to email and name to, and tell the user to enter their email. Now I am going to create a password for our form and type as password, and tell the user to type their password. And now I am going to create a age, username to age, and type as number because age is a number, so that we are going to give type as number. Change the placeholder to age. Now I am going to tell about radio button in form. The radio button use a type as radio to create a radio button that allows user to select only one option from a group of items. Now I'm going to show the code how to write. For this I am going to give a label, and in the for I want to denote a gender. Inside the label I want to give a input, and I want to change the type as radio, and name as gender, because we are going to create a group, so that what I have given here in the for, that name also should be same as for, because it will be a group of items. And I want to give a value as male. For this input I want to create a label for male, same like that I want to create another input for female. I want to change the value as female. Now I will show the output how it was in the browser. See, it was a inline element, so it was in the same line. To break this, we want to use a line break in our code. Now we can see how our code will be. See now our code. I have used radio button, so I can only select one option. See, if I select this, it is gone. If I select this, it will be gone. This is how the radio button will work. Now we can see about checkbox. Checkbox are used to create checkbox that allows user to select multiple options. Now we can see the code in checkbox. Now I am going to create a label, and in the for I am going to give newspaper. Inside it I am going to give a label, and I am going to create an input with the type checkbox. And name as newsletter, and the value as yes. Now we can see how the checkboxes looks in browser. This is how the checkbox will be in the browser. Next we can see about drop down in form. The drop down use the select element to create a drop down menu, and use option element to define the options with the menu. Now we can see how we can create a drop down. First we can give a label. Inside the for I am going to give a country. Here I am going to use a select element with the name country and id as country. Here ID means ID specifies a unique identifier for an element. The value of the ID attribute must be unique within the entire document. Within this entire document, the ID should be unique. Inside the select, I am going to use option. The value of the option, I am going to give a country name, India. I'm going to add more options to it. And one more option with the value China. If I save, see how the drop down is looking in browser. See, if I select USA, it was changing to USA. This is how the drop down will work. I will use line break so that it will be look nice. See now, next we are going to see about button in form. The button element is used to create a button that can be clicked to submit the form or trigger other actions. We can use button element or we can use the input with the type submit. First I will show button with submit with type as submit. If I save, see like this submit button will be. If I use input and type as submit, you can see how it will look. See, it is also like a button. With this we can end our form.